What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just so excited. I feel so good and I'm ready to share this video with you guys. So you guys, if you did not comment on my last video, you should have, because if you made it all the way to the end of that video, I talked about a giveaway that I am giving to 2 of my subbies, which is 1 free email session with me of coaching. So if you're interested and you want to get coaching, go ahead and watch that whole video because it's good information, and then comment on the video. Okay, so you guys, on today's video, as you see with the title, it is definitely going to be about accepting the end and how it wills the means in order to bring your manifestation into your 3D reality. And we talk a lot about how a lot of people can actually do instant manifestations, but it is about a deep acceptance and a deep conviction which brings forth the means instantly by that elevated emotion, by that elevated, realization of them being the source of it all. And that's how I actually got that $10,000 in one day. It was like an overwhelming realization that if I just accepted that it was already done and that I am the source in which it comes through, it literally has no choice but to happen in the instance because it already happened. But I actually want to take it back down and talk a little bit more about this from a different point of view, because a lot of us will say that we accept the end and we're trying to figure out the means within the middle, right? And so I want to give you some examples of how to start thinking from the end, but actually be living in your end as if it has already been the beginning of what has already been happening and how your life has already been so in that way. So for example, I actually told my grandmother this the other day because my grandmother, she likes to gamble, she likes to do lottery tickets, and she likes to do like little scratch offs. So we were talking on the phone and she was telling me about how she feels like it's hit or miss when she wins and she never wins. And so I was telling her, I said, Grandma, I said, you have to accept that it's just natural that you've won already. So it's like accepting that it's natural that you have already won major. And if you are someone who wants to win the lottery, I know a lot of people want to win the lottery, but if you are someone who wants to win the lottery or win large sums of money into your existence, the acceptance of the end is already making that natural. So say that you want to win by the lottery. When you go to buy your scratch offs or you go to buy your lottery tickets, you're buying them under the assumption that you've already won before. So you're just pretty much playing for funsies because it's a natural expectation that you would win because you've already done it. So therefore, when you've won the lottery, it is your beginning or your end. So it's already happened, and now you're in the reality where you have already won, living out that experience with that money that you've already won. So when you go to play, it's already playing from a memory that you've already won before. And so now you can play with the ease and the expectation of knowing that you have the money now. And so I'm telling you, it has no way but to show up because you've already accepted it. And so whatever you do is going to be magnified, or whatever your actions are going to be magnified because you're already living in that version of yourself who has already made it so, where it's already been playing out, and you're just hopping on that timeline where it's already been so, and you're already living your life out. So that makes the fact that you already won the lottery, it makes it the past, and where you're living now in the present is someone who's already won the lottery. So you would start acting like you have already won the lottery. So you would probably be living in your home, living with no money worries, and really you start to follow through by showing that you don't have any money worries or money concerns by you starting to do little things like buy things without looking at the price, and really start to really ingrain in your mind that this really is the way that it is. So the acceptance of the end is already living like it's already been so, like it's been a fact, like you've already been on that timeline where it just existed and you didn't have to figure out the means of how it was going to get there. That's true living in the end, you guys. And so she called me back after she got the scratch off, and she won $100 on it because she just accepted that it was just already so. And so I definitely had to tell you guys that that is something that has been helping me just in resolving and dissolving like little perceived problems or issues in my life and with other people, coming at my reality from the self-concept and the person that has already had the money that I wanted, that already has the life that I want, and it's already happened in the past, so it's already just the expectation that this is the way that my life is. So the middle, you don't have to worry about what's going on in the middle or try to figure out the means to make it happen, because the acceptance is the full embodiment of being that person and living out your life as if it were true, you guys. So I know a lot of us think that we have to figure out the means and the ways, but that is you coming from that other state of not being, and in that state of not being, that version of you only knows how to be a seeker but not an embodiment or a fulfillment of the reality that you want. And that is the difference. So if you find yourself seeking from the middle or trying to figure out things and how and all this stuff, you're remembering yourself that you have not fully went into the future as already being that person now. So you're still trying to figure out how to get there because you think that that future is far off from you, or you think that that version of you is separate, you guys. So I want you to think about it in terms of this way. Let's say that if you were wanting to be a millionaire, or let's just say for SP, because I know a lot of you want to manifest your SP. Let's say your SP right now is not talking to you or whatever. You have already got in contact with them. Let's just say you're already in contact with them. You are already in a relationship with them. Everything is amazing. It's the best relationship ever. Actually, you're probably getting married to them soon. So the past version of yourself is when you guys already started getting into contact. So you're already in contact. Right now in the present, it is in the flow of the relationship, already going smoothly, already engaged, already on the way to being married. You guys are already living in harmony because that's the way that it's been, because it's not that you're trying to figure out how to get there. It is that way now. So what you think is the future now becomes your past because you've already been in contact with that person, and in the presence it's just so. You're just living out that reality as if it were already so. Same thing with money. If you say that you are a millionaire, you're not figuring out how to become a millionaire. Or if you are a business owner, you're not trying to figure out how to become that successful business owner. You've already achieved that success. So you're hopping on the timeline of the version of you who has already achieved the success, which makes that pinpoint your past, and which makes right now you in the present already living in that reality as if it were already so. And then you're acting from that version of yourself as if it's already so. I hope that this makes sense, you guys. The acceptance of the end that wills the means is the full embodiment of the person who is already living that life out and who is already making the steps necessary in that life. And it's just a natural way of being when you accept it from that point of view, instead of accepting or looking in of trying to be. It is acceptance that this is how I am, this is how my reality is, and everything in this world conforms around that person that you're being as the person who is already having the life and the expectation of amazing things happening to them. A life of someone who's chosen, loved, and adored. Someone who's already financially abundant. Everything in your reality is going to shape around that because you're looking at yourself from a new point of view, which changes the perspective, which changes the dynamics, you guys. And it's not something that you have to work to get towards. It is a lifeline, a reality that you are accepting, and you're like, look, that is the reality I'm on. I'm gonna plug myself up to it, and this is the way that it is. So you're detaching from any perceived problem because there were no problems, because that version of you that was in that reality where it was not so would have never figured it out, you guys. They would have never figured it out. It wasn't until you realized that the old version of you came with that set of program and that set of rules where they were only going to be a seeker but never find. You had to move to the version of yourself of the person who's already figured it out. And it's so. All right. So you guys, I'm actually going to leave this video here. Remember you guys, if you do want coaching and you want free coaching and want to get involved in my giveaway, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, go back and watch my previous video, comment below the instructions. And you guys, I'm so excited to work with you. I've already sent out emails for the people that I've already been working with, so it's going along smoothly. But if you need help to really understand this and break this down a little bit more, I am here to assist you with that, because the way that I've shifted my life just in a week's time has really been transformative, and I'm hoping to help you do the same thing. I actually intend to help you do the same thing. All right, so you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, imagination is on your side, and I am too. Bye.